He's so insecure, nowhere to run, nowhere for more.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I know that this is my destiny. I was at my lowest, he saw the best of me. All of my doubts are the rest in peace. Buried them deep, then I let God come work with the rest of me. Yes, I am blessed, never stress, disconnect from all my demons. They can never get the best of me. Truly blessed to be a...
One of the common things that comes from being a human being is that we all have things that internally become our lifetime companions, our mental roommates, if you were. Some people, it's stress or imposter syndrome. For others, like me, could be depression and various things that come from traumatic abuse. And for others, it becomes a title of a pretty impressive looking short film created by somebody that truly does know what it means to suffer through it. Hello everyone, and officially welcome to our new short film review of the short film of Insecurity.
Damn!
The very scope that comes from this film is apparent from the general runtime of the whole affair, coming from a aspiring actor just trying to get their foot out there, but their internal insecurity, their mental roommate, is bombarding them with too much negative feedback up here in the brain that's making them second guess themselves to where they get this one chance with a director that they really wanted to talk to, but upon listening to them, they feed into the lower point of themselves to then just be the dominant force that prevents them from even taking a chance or even a shot at what could be their own shot at happiness.
Go on.
That's it.
That is the only thing I'm going to do, which is why I'm not doing a plot or characters breakdown. This is just going to be a full-blown thing just talking about the overall technical side of things as well as just maybe messaging. So we're going to start with the overall themes and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm just not in a good place, so I'm just re-recording what I recorded after I saw this, like the day after the short film came out. So, overt concept. Lately we've been getting a lot of short films that cover, of course, mental health, because mental health has become one of the most hard to describe things because we're all going through so much together that we're kind of forgetting that we've been cracked along the ways and we need to really address the demons and the mental roommates that we have. Insecurity is one of those films, along with the short film that Sony released of Spider-Man Miles Morales in The Spider Within, I believe it's called. Both films are touching on a lot of different things involving how living with certain stuff of anxiety or stress or having an insecure mindset really can be a troublesome thing. And I don't need to make this a whole big segment of it because we all have been there. We all know what it's like to have those insecurities be riled up. But the problem is, and this isn't like a critique against the short film did great. I'm saying that the problem is when it's insecurities, it still stems from something that's bigger than that. Is it imposter syndrome? Is it depression? Is it from trauma? Is it from not believing in yourself enough to where you're self-deprecating? Where does this stem from? Where does this come from? Where does all of this lie? Once that is fully explored, that's where it becomes more beautiful. And now that I've said that, we're going to go back into the original recording for the next segment.
Go on and have a good cry, 'cause we're all lonely. Yeah, we're all lonely.
On the technical side of things for camera work, this is shot fairly well. I mean, yeah, there are certain parts where you can see that if there were better things of editing software to cut out, like the small graining effect from having our leading lady in the same place of just the weird digitizing affair with them in the same positioning can be a bit off. Yeah, I could see how that is a small technical problem. Another thing that could have been done, there could have been means of using a body double for the opening scene here involving the character Emma having to look in the mirror to see insecurity. You don't need to show the face of the person staying in the mirror at that point. You then just have the wig obscure things just to block off the face, and then maneuver it to where it's the titular actor talking to them to then just have it be their head is dipped down, and instead of letting words come out, the body language gives up more, like gripping more onto the tiles and to the very countertop itself, trying to then just shake it off by slowly shaking the head left and right, and then just rushing out of the room in frustration because it's you yelling at yourself internally. That's just from one point of view of it. I can't say what was the right or wrong move to do because it wasn't my short film. I'm just going by the technical things of camera work. That is some stuff to take note of. While at the same time, some close-up shots work better when it's a more dynamic view for itself to then just also blend into, I don't know how else to really put this, but give it more of an artistic flow, like making it seem like time itself is a little bit more on the slower pace side as you're just being hit more and more by your own internal negativity. Everything starts to go into like a small grayscale around yourself where it's just seeing the floating heads of your own insecurity that makes you kind of, not externally, but internally cry. Because then it gives more of the overall edge that you yourself are fighting off your own big demon. You are the person that is truly at war with yourself to where it feels like a losing battle some days, and this is a day where it feels like the biggest losing battle in the war. Because you're stepping all over yourself. You just embarrassed yourself, in your own opinion, to someone that could give you your big break, and you feel like nothing is going right. So why not make it more artistic to the whole flow of it on the dynamic side, from making the camera work for you to then make the full-blown editing process more of a streamlined affair.
That's pretty hard to believe.
That's just on the whole thing, where I'm not saying it's a terrible thing camera-wise or for editing. I'm just saying just for small things to make it more with an oomph factor. Overall, man, this was a very short review. Usually I do longer. Maybe I'm just waiting to do a whole bulk review of the other short films that's been made on this channel. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. This is actually a pretty solid short film. Like, it's a good 9-minute runtime. I'm not embarrassed to say that I've watched this. I'm not embarrassed to say that I've downloaded this to where I want to study it more. I'm not ashamed to say that I am instantly a fan of what I just witnessed. This is something that I genuinely am interested in because the human mind is one of my biggest fascinating points to study all the time. I am a psych student by a lot of different degrees because I want to be a therapist at some point. So understanding how people work internally has always been something that fascinates me because I want to understand how to help people. And just films like this, whether it's long format or just a short film, kind of just hits me at that whole sweet spot for entertainment. I really do enjoy that. Will I be excited for the next short film that comes out? Abso-fucking-lutely. I would love to. Would I love to sit down with the director herself? Absolutely. Big fan of the channel. Love what you do. Would love to sit down, shoot the shit. Maybe we'll probably find some common ground. Maybe strike up a friendship. I'd like that. But until then, my review. I'm gonna be just giving Insecure, or Insecurity, I should say, just a very solid rating. 10 out of 13, 5.5 out of 7 stars, and B+. It's not bad, it's not terrible, but I also am like, just like how I see myself and other independent creators, we can always be better. Giving one of my own directorial colleagues a B doesn't mean that I hate your stuff. It means that we all have room to grow. I have room to grow. You have room to grow. Gary, the janitor, has room to grow when he's probably not killing kids in a Paramount Plus TV show. We all have room to grow. And I want to see you develop into an even better creative. I want to see you do even more solid things. I truly do. So, next time that we're doing Nomadic Reviews, we're going to be doing well, you know what? I might do another short film before we go back to longer IPs. Because the big IP thing I'm looking at right now, that's going to take some time. But a good short film, yeah, I feel like that could wet my whistle. I'm getting all kinds of tingly to do another. Hopefully not one that makes me kind of super think on very big topics that really right now I should not be looking into. Ah well, fuck it, we ballin'!
Boy, you crazy!